Okay, tell me if you can hear me now. Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, I'm trying again. Oh, wait, can you hear me now? I just said, can you hear me now? I moved the microphone again, but okay, either way, I guess. I don't know which one was better. Okay, I just switched the microphone though. All right, so I said a whole bunch. Okay, so what I'm doing now, since I skipped wash day for about 2 weeks, I'll try to summarize it. I skipped wash day for 2 weeks, um, and I have my hair is tangled. So I also said that one thing that people complain about their hair being dehydrated and they opt for co-washing or just conditioner or leave-ins, that's actually making your hair dry because you're not really opening your cuticle when you shampoo. Shampoo is um, the biggest challenge I see with people, even my clients. I have bi-weekly clients. Well, they don't do their hair, so I do their hair. But people that come back on a monthly basis or come get their hair done, they complain about dehydrated hair. But again, that's because they don't spend time with their shampoo. So you really have to emulsify. So I'm gonna actually veer off into another top, not another topic, but right here is where everybody's hair is dry, shorter. Something's just happening. It grows slower. Okay. Um. Yeah. So yeah, that section it grows slower. This and around the perimeter. So back to shampooing, and also there's not much you can do about it. Just make sure you're paying attention to those sections. What I also said when you all couldn't hear me is a way that an indication that your hair is getting hydrated is when the waves start or your curls start forming. So I already took about 15 minutes to on my shampoo. It shouldn't take this long. I haven't washed my hair in a minute. So, but the thing is, when you are on a consistent regimen, in the beginning of your healthy and hydrated journey, you can kind of not intentionally skip it, but you have more leeway to postpone your wash day. And you're leaving extensions out. Well, I had clip-ins in, but that doesn't count. I'm talking about long-term styling. So I've also been trimming my hair every 10 to 12 weeks. I came back from Kenya. I was only gone a week. In October. I'm sorry. Yeah, was it? No, it was November when I got back. No, the 31st of October is when I got back. I decided to leave. I was doing like, uh, I was doing drawstring ponytails and just being really lazy about my hair. And I decided that I really need to be more intentional about getting my trims. And I also wanted to leave hair out of my head. I'm upstate New York. I'm actually going to have more involvement in my channel, and I do want to do a shampoo challenge, and I'll post a link to subscribe to my email because I really want to be more active in the community. And what better challenge than to shampoo the hair? Because people they think they know how to wash their hair, but we all kind of struggle with that. Because you see how much shampooing I'm doing. Sorry, I keep looking at the camera on the laptop. Of course, I didn't take off my glasses. I'm going to do one more clarifying, then I'll do a moisturizer shampoo. I'm just blotting my hair because it's dripping all over the place. And I can't see comments if you all are commenting. I need one more towel. So there's two tools I like to use during the shampooing. I'll grab the second one. This one kind of helps you. It kind of helps you. Actually, it doesn't. It kind of just massages your head. It feels like someone's scratching your scalp. Okay. So that one feels like scratching the scalp. Yeah, we do struggle with shampooing. And that's actually, well, I was going to say it's the most crucial in the process, but it is the foundational This feels so good. This is the only thing that really feels like someone else is doing your hair. Then we have this brush. And it sounds harsh, but it really isn't. It helps to detangle and it helps to scrub the scalp. I don't really focus too much on it, but it also feels good. Yeah, I'll attach the Amazon link to the description. And this one is so you can get like a 4 pack. I like the older ones. There's the other ones that break a lot, but this one I really like the cheap one. It reminds me of the what is that brush? It looks like a little bar of soap. I can't remember the name of it. Tangle teaser. That's what it looks like. Yeah. So if you have dandruff, have you? It really. I guess. Well, sometimes of course it's medical too, but you really have to spend time on that shampoo. Um, my son has seborrheic dermatitis, so we have to spend time because he gets big flakes. He has super duper thick hair, so we spend time on his shampoo. And again, not so much time. It's really about the on what you're using and how you're using it. Okay, so maybe you could see it a little bit in the camera. You'll see like the waves in my hair, and that's because my hair is hydrated. Some people don't see that. So this is one thing I see a lot in the comment section. People will say, "Oh, you first they'll say, "Oh, I have 4C hair, 4B hair." But then once people see that you have a curl in your hair, they're like, "You don't have 4C hair." First of all, the typing system was created by Oprah Stylist. I think it gives people a good guide somewhere to start, but that's not what you need to pay attention to. It's more so your, of course, where you're at in hydration, your strand thickness, and your outer surface, and of course, overall density. Porosity doesn't matter as much because low porosity hair more so means that you have to spend more time on your hair. High porosity hair is actually rare. That's when people it takes a long time for people to get hydrated. I'm sorry, to get wet, but also when it's wet, it dries immediately. And most times, those people have a hard time retaining length. So that's a whole different topic, but it's very rare. And then there's normal porosity. I'm more on the normal side because I have very fine strands. So think thread versus rope. So thread, it's very fragile, and then it will get wet quicker than rope would. And also my my surface texture is very rippled on the surface. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick wash one more time with a moisturizing shampoo. Many people don't know the difference between moisturizing and like a clarifying. Clarifying shampoo is clear. Moisturizing shampoo is more pearlescent, and you can feel the difference on your hair. And your clarifying shampoo should not have. It shouldn't be super drying to your hair, where it feels like hay. And I forgot to write in the description that I'm doing a wash and go. I don't wear anything other than a wash and go. Only time I do something different is when I'm being lazy or I'm blowing my hair out to trim it. I do curly cuts, but I double cut. And it depends on the hair texture. Okay. All right. So I washed 4 times. That's not. You don't have to wash 4 times. At least 2 to 3. But when you're first starting out to use the right products, you might do 5 or 6. My brows and everything came off. Okay, let's see. I need my glasses again. Yeah, so the fine hair girlies, we don't get represented enough. So on YouTube, what happens is everyone wants that high density hair, which is actually pretty rare. High density core strands are super rare. And then, the world has us thinking something's wrong with our hair. It just takes a little more time to hydrate. Or, I'm sorry, it does not take more time to hydrate. You just have to be intentional about your care. Like staying on a regimen and getting your trims. That's the biggest things with us. And we just don't have thick hair. We do have to add for a little bit of not length, but more so volume, because we definitely can have length, but we won't have the volume unless it's longer, and if it's in a stretched form. But I love our hair. I just wish my hair was longer, but I'm doing the work now again. My wash and go looks good until I wake up. No, we're doing the wrong thing. Okay, so what happens? I don't tell. Oops. Oh man, I think I just switched. Hold on a second. I don't know why that did that. Okay, let me know if you can hear me. I don't know why that did that. Technology, right? And I don't use these cameras often at all. I usually use my phone. Okay, let me see your question. Okay, why do you why do you blow dry my hair to trim it? So fine strands, as you see, there's a whole thing in the industry. But what happens is, wait, hold on one second. So with fine strands, you can't see it in its curly state because it all looks good until you stretch it out. Um, so fine strands jumbled up together. You see people kind of going around shaping it. I do that after. Yeah, I do that after. So I double cut. I stretch the hair just so I can see, especially with new people, especially when they haven't really cared for their hair that often. Um, they yeah, they you don't know what their hair is doing. So if I went through and just trimmed it as is, we still would have some damage. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's why I stretch our hair, depending. If I can't see the curl and the hair is not flat and smooth on the surface where you can see that shine, we have to stretch it out. I know the curly industry is dead set against it, but we want to make sure our hair stays healthy. So Daphne, that's the issue. I put a lot of water, and the next morning it's dry and hard to comb. The struggle. Okay, so you only should be doing your hair once a week, especially with fine strands. Okay, I just wanted to show you my tools. So my clips. I don't use the duck. What are they? Alligator clips. I mean, I use them because I do everybody's hair. But with the alligator clips, I gotta make sure I'm not falling. With the alligator clips, you're doing a lot of this, trying to find the way. It's just too much. So I like to use these clips. These were hard to find. I used to buy a whole bunch for to retail. So yeah, so you're using too much water. Tell me how often are you're using water actually. So this is the only time I'm really adding water to my hair to help the conditioner move along. So you're definitely using too much water. And I will show you that in a few minutes. After I rinse this off. See, I'm not like soaking my hair down because what's happening? People are diluting their holding products and rinsing out their moisturizing product, whatever the conditioner did, and they're rinsing out their holding product. So think of your holding product as glue, which it is glue basically. Um, it's holding it's holding your hair together for the week. But if you're adding water, you're diluting the strength of that product. So I'm using my trusty Felicia leather whisk. This is the only brush I like. I don't really. I think the other ones are just fads. The unbrush is a fad. It does too much of nothing. What's that other one with the divots on the ends? That's not for our hair. No. Okay. Simply Tams. No. So it actually was created in Florida, one of the most humid places. I mean, I went to Savannah too. It's pretty humid. You probably had too much water in your hair. I just said I don't use those, but use the other clips. Oh yeah, so yeah, that's what you're adding too much water. It takes longer, not too long. It takes longer to it takes longer to do when you don't add water. But if you see foam, that means you have too much water in your hair, especially the fine strands. I say people that might need water, add it at the end. Well, I'm not. You know what? I won't talk about that part right now because I don't want to confuse anyone. I'm doing my hair, so I'm really speaking to the fine hair girlies. Curlies. Yeah, so many people are just not, they're using too much water. Basically, too much water. I was going to say not enough product or too much product. But really, you're just adding too much water. So, two things during this live I see. People aren't spending enough time on their shampoo, and the other thing, adding too much water to your holding product. I hate when the ads come off. Okay. So, if anything, add water at the end of your application. Okay, it says my this space is getting low. Hopefully, I don't get cut off. Okay, we're gonna rinse this. Then I'll take you over to the chair. Hold on, I can't see. All right. Yeah, so yeah, yeah, especially in the summer months and in Savannah, mm-mm. You can't really be adding. Oh, there's another trick to that. So they actually changed the formula a little bit. So another trick. People might not like this. I don't care about. Well, I do. I like effective products, especially my holding product. Like everything else is cleanish and water soluble. I don't mind a dirty gel sometimes. I mean, not real. It has to be effective though. It can't be non-productive gel. Um, so the trick is add one layer of got to be on top. Just one little small layer. I don't do it, but I have clients that work out in the summer, and sometimes I do that for them. But they don't really mind. The most don't mind their hair. These are ones that come bi-weekly, so it's like they get two hairstyles. First, really defined, then you start getting like a curlier afro. All right, so let me. I just added. I just used like 50 towels. So you want to add, you can, well, don't use household towel, but use a t-shirt, like a real raggedy t-shirt, because it's flimsy and it doesn't take all the moisture from your hair. Or like a microfiber towel. I like the Diva towel for my hair. We're not doing it to blot product. We're doing it to blot water. Okay, I'm going to try to move everything. Yeah, just one layer, nothing too crazy. Um, Usually just in the humid. Now, one thing it does do, it will give you a little buildup on probably day 5, 6, but nothing too crazy. As long as you're not putting a leave-in in your hair. Most people don't need leave-in conditioners. Again, that's for like high porosity hair that does not hold moisture in. So I'm going to try to do my hair on camera. Then I'll come back and show you all how I stretch it. I have a client I have time. I think she's at 4, so. All right, it's going to take me a minute to move over. So let me put you on some standby music. And you all maybe are able to hear me. All right, so can a leave-in be used as a substitute? I would not use a leave-in as a substitute because leave-in conditioners are really specific for certain things. Like, say you're wearing your hair straightened, and more than blow drying, or you're prepping for braids. That's when I leave leave-ins because they tend to have more emollients in them. Okay, I think, don't mind my glasses. COVID gave me told me I had to wear glasses. I moved to Atlanta. I would get my hair done bi-weekly and it was growing, but since I moved back to Louisiana, I have to wash my hair every week and it stays dry. Yeah, do you know if you have hard water? Your water quality may be the culprit too. All right. So I always start over here. Yeah, it could be. It could be. Okay, that's another thing. Not only shampooing, but the kind of shampoo you're using that matters. I just tell people to use a hard water shampoo anyway because it opens the cuticle a little bit better. Yeah, so don't just use your moisturizing shampoo. All right, so I start with this side. And this is still too wet. So how you know if it's too wet? I just want to make sure. Hold on. Cameras leave you vulnerable, but I'm doing it for you guys. So yeah, my hair, I could feel that it's still too, a little too wet than I like, because I want it to last. So I still blot it. Sorry, you see my forehead. Okay. Yeah, see, it's gonna make a huge difference. So I'm gonna attach my Amazon storefront, and they're on my product. It's on the product list. So I'm putting my holding product right in there. And my hair is just damp. It's not like any kind. It's a little wet, but it's more dry than wet. There's a difference. There's levels to dampness. So you see, no, there's no foam. So was it you, Daphne? Or no, was it Tams? Sorry, I can't read it. Tams, I think. That use the product. You might have gotten foam. Let me know if you have you gotten foam with your holding product. Okay. So you see there's a little frizz right there, right? And I put product in. I'm gonna take the fine side. Who would have thought? See, that goes right through. And I'm really smoothing down my hair. So that's that. And I'll do my edges after. Oh yeah, see, you don't want to get foam. You see, I didn't get any foam, but it's not sticky tacky where I can't push through with the comb. Well, you want it to kind of be a smooth glide. It's a learning curve. So if I do a shampoo challenge, are you guys gonna join me? I'm gonna send out the information. I have a few things I'm working on. I actually I had a storage unit. I used to live in Atlanta for like a year, but when I left, I had a storage unit up here, and it was 2012, and I've had it ever since. Like about 5 years ago, I said, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna clean out my storage." I brought half home to the basement, and I just really didn't pay attention to it. But this summer, I went through it and I cleared my storage. Then I decided. So you see the difference. So I decided to start selling my stuff, but I didn't feel like listing anything on like Facebook Marketplace or Poshmark. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have a thrift event. So I'm gonna have a thrift show in next month. I'm hoping. I'm still trying to find a venue. Wait, you said come back? Oh, to Atlanta. Listen, that's what my okay, so in 2019 I went to Savannah and I went to Atlanta and I did hair. And I was like, yup, 2020 is gonna be the year. Yes, I'm traveling. No. Then COVID came and was like, you're not doing anything. It told the world you're not doing much else. So I mean, I'm definitely willing to come. I need about 6 or 7 people, and then I can come. Oh no, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'm not emulsifying. That takes too much. I need the full strength right on my hair. I just take it and put it right on. And then the excess, if there's excess, so I put it on the top and the bottom of the section, then brush it through. Then I'm parting. And that's just my technique. There's no special technique. You just want it on every strand. So what I also do with all that work I just did, I'm putting this aside. So then I work my way around. This is the part I hate doing. Is the back. I'm gonna turn around in a second because it takes so long. So this is why people. I feel like this is the part that prevents people from, first of all, doing wash and goes because it takes so long to put the product in for our hair anyway. Even people with like wavy or like a loose curly or more flat, I was gonna say shiny, but flat and smooth, it takes them long too, but not as long because we have to really break down our sections. So yeah, this is cool to the touch. I'm gonna block that. But yeah, so once it's done, you don't really have to pay attention to it much. Like day two, I blow it out because it's like flat as a pancake. Yes, because it has moisturizing properties in it. And I did attach the oh, you know what? I didn't attach that. I was gonna say I attached my product, the essentials book, but I attached the foundational guide. But I'll edit it because it's like a lot of people want to know what I'm using, but it's really about how you're using it. And I do have a video. I'll try to attach that too. I have a video on gels in there somewhere, and it's really about water content in your gel. So imagine like using something like InnerSense. That is a strong gel, but it's not strong enough for what I need. It has too much water in it, and not enough holding products. Okay, see, I'm using the fine tooth comb. I can't get right through there, so I'm gonna add that. Oh, I'm gonna add that. And then I'm using my fingers to finish. So yeah, it takes a minute to do this part, but at least you know I could feel that it's a little frizzy there, so I'm gonna, for to me anyway. And I'm kind of detangling with my fingernails too, but then I'm smoothing it. Always start with your tools, finish with your fingers. I'm trying to find my place. People need a mirror, but you gotta just, your clips are to keep in place. All right, so actually I'm gonna move this here so I know I can see. I'm gonna move the phone too. No, they aren't. Gels, hairsprays, all that, that's your final product. Everything you did prior to that is what matter. I'm not saying gels don't matter because Eco is not a good gel. There's a couple gels that just, or ones that like have so much fragrance in them. They just aren't doing anything for your hair. Okay. I feel like an ad keeps popping up. Okay. And you want products that don't have a whole bunch in them. If there's a lot of fragrance, because most of them have fragrance anyway, and it transfers to your hair and it stays there, that means there's just too much in there. So again, I was saying earlier, I like water soluble products. Like we can't use well, me, I'll say, for what I want and what my clients want. We can't have clean products. Like we can't have juices and berries and that doesn't help our. I mean, it doesn't. Oh wait, hold on. Ah, all right. Let me see. All right, can you still hear me? No, I didn't put any leave-in because this has aloe in it. Let me know if you can hear me still. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it just I need to clear out my laptop. So you see that strand back there? I never see the back of my head. But you see how that strand is just sitting there? Our hair is just different in the back. So somebody would say, "You don't have 4C hair. You have 4A hair," and that is not the reason. Everyone's hair is different in the back. It's thick, but it's on my website. So look at that. And your hair is not gonna break, depending on your hair. Now, for those, I did get a comment on one of my videos. They said my hair felt like it was gonna rip out. Maybe they thought they had 4C hair. What happens is people that have very flat and smooth hair, you have to combine water with this. Not combine water. Your hair has to be more wet than mine is. And there's also wavy hair that can use this, and their hair might be coarse. So that's why the typing system doesn't work for many people. It's a whole thing, but I do cover it in that guide. I'm going to rewrite and have hard copies. When I don't know. I said I was supposed to do that 2 years ago. Oh, the kids are out of school. I'm near a middle school. Yep, I never see my hair on this angle. All right, I'm gonna move around. Some people do need to see their hair, but I feel my way around. But you can get three-way mirrors, and you just have to learn your hair. Yeah, this is too wet. I can feel it. Oh, good. I'm glad. I plan on rewriting and adding my own story into it. Because I record. Well, I don't record as much as anymore, but I have all these videos that I recorded that I just haven't uploaded. Eventually, I'm going to. But I also experienced COVID, and I had to cut my hair. Not that it was long, because it's again, really on my, I wasn't on my trims like I was supposed to. But right before I got COVID, my hair was at a length it hadn't been in a while. But it hasn't been back to that. Oh, I missed a spot. I didn't see that, but I would have felt it. So this should be helpful with your like not using as much water. So that is the culprit. I have fine, medium, and coarse strands. So with so I usually go with the strand that is the most like I have people that have coarse strands. We both need to do the same thing. Like my son's hair he has very coarse hair. So with mine, I have more flat and smooth. So I'm sorry, I don't have flat and smooth. It's more rippled on the surface. So first I need a heavier product to like smooth that surface down, then clump the curls. With coarse hair, even if it might be a little more flat and smooth, you still need something to hold down the weight of the curl. So I would still use less water. So when your hair, let me see, how can I say this? Okay, when it's wet, or no, before it's wet, is it more is it more shiny, or is it more dull or matte? Cupcake, and there's I do have a video up there on YouTube too. Like getting the full picture with the guide and then the product guide in YouTube. I try to put a lot of information on YouTube, and I slacked off. I slacked off my email list too. Okay, now yes, it's oh okay. So is it more coarse too? Is it more wiry? So when you put gel in it or the gel in it, do you does it feel like it's gonna tear off if you don't put enough water in? Oh, good. I'm glad. Thank you. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong side. Hold on. I have to turn my head. I'm a lefty, so I'm gonna turn my head back around in a minute. Okay, so one thing you can do is when it's still wet, actually after you wring your hair out, maybe with a t-shirt, make sure you wring it out. Then use your brush. Make sure you smooth that through. You might need to emulsify a little bit. I wish you could. I don't know how to do it. I wish I could put you on camera. I actually want to have a couple lives where I should I start a podcast. My computer's gonna die too. Let me see. Cause let me see, having multiple. So what texture do you have the most of? Foams are fine. But it has more water. It really depends on your. I can't use a foam because I'll get like half day hair. I want at least 7 days because again, foam is not gonna smooth down that layer and clump my curls. It'll give me like a curly, not even a curly afro, more like a chunky kind of thing going on. Hold on, let me plug this in. So I'm going to, okay, let's see. It's truly a blend, unfortunately. Oh yeah. Yeah, like I liked my hair today, but then it was time. It was time for me to do it. Like I like 2 week hair. I went to a funeral and I had to go to Brooklyn that following Sunday for a class, and I don't like first or second day hair. I like 4 or 5 day hair. So yeah, again, as far as typing, yeah, it's like tight curls. So that's what type 4 is. I get what you're saying because my son would be considered type, well, until they see his curls, but he's type 4, but he has very coarse hair and high density. Let me see. No, I can't find a picture of him. But I think I went live with him not too long ago. This is the part I hate doing. Oh yeah, and you can get volume. My volume is an afro, and I don't necessarily like an afro on day one. I prefer definition over volume for me anyway. So you might not. You might be. You still might be using too much water. So like probably wring your hair out maybe twice, and then brush your hair through, then emulsify gel into your hands, then add it, brush it through, and then finger style it. So it might be a little foamy, but it shouldn't be like excessively white foamy where it's like dripping foam. Like more like a I would say like whipped cream. Yeah, this is a part on everybody. First of all, it takes long. It's uncomfortable. It's awkward doing this section. This is where people start to slack, but I want to power through. Okay. Oh God, I'm burning up now. What's the weather like everywhere? I'm in New York, so it's probably like 60 something. It still feels like summer to us. Might be 70 though. I'm thinking we'll have another few hot days here and there, not in the morning, of course. Yeah, before I put product in, I am adding, I'm brushing it through. So, yep, again, you might need water, but not as much as you're using. So, is everyone, I see Louisiana and Atlanta. Where's everyone else from? There's only a couple people on. I did have fun doing hair in Atlanta. It might be time to come. I haven't been in a while. It feels like I was just there. I wasn't, but it feels like it. Let me know how your wash day goes. I just jumbled everything together, but that's okay. I can feel it. Oh my God, definitely use it. So your tools help to they help to detangle and distribute product, and you're finishing with your fingers. Does anyone use a Denman brush? Don't use a Denman brush. It's just a smoothing tool. During the during straightening or like blowing the hair out. Yeah, I think, when did I wash my hair last? It's been, oh my gosh, I'm going on almost 3 weeks, and I tell people wash every week, but I haven't. At least I'm trimming. Oh, you are okay. You're in. Where are you at? I used to get a lot of people from Western New York, but I think there's more curly stylists now. But I still get people here and there. I miss having in person events, and I just think people are just exhausted with learning and traveling and monetarily just exhausted. But we're looking for community, so I'm trying to think of some things that we can do, at least online. I'm gonna start an online community on another platform. Um, where we can share, like, well, going on wash day. And I believe we can post videos there too. Oh, okay, like Syracuse, Buffalo, Rochester. I have someone that did she move? I think she moved back to Rochester. She did live in Buffalo, but she travels down maybe 2 to 3 times a year, and she stayed in Saratoga um for the summer to feel it out, see if she wanted to move over this way. But there's not a lot of culture. I mean, there's a few things. If you like horses, Saratoga is the August place to be. That's the slogan. Oh, you're way up there. I went to Toronto for a class in 2023. But I have a client that comes every week. She's not in Buffalo, but she has family there. I mean, I wouldn't mind visiting. I just need about 5, 6 people. All right, I'm powering through. So, yeah. Are you in Atlanta? I'd visit Atlanta or near Atlanta. I have family in McDonough, which people consider. Yeah, I'm close to Saratoga. I'm in Schenectady. Oh, okay. Oh, so that's well, I was gonna say downstate, but it's down further. I feel like anything in the well, not anything in the Northeast, because Pennsylvania, Vermont. What else is down there? Everything's pretty close. Oh, I'm supposed to be turned around. So see what happens to the front of the hair. Someone thinks it's still summertime. Yeah, I have family in South Carolina and near Atlanta. You said Delaware. Oh no. Well, I feel like Delaware is not far either. So see how the hair is just so different up front. I've also been using the new Olaplex curl shaper. It kind of I feel like it hydrates your hair a little bit better. I've seen a slight difference. But then I was like, "Oh, is it my trims or is it or is it the Olaplex? I'm gonna put this up here because I can't read. Happy Wednesday! I almost forgot what day it was, but this is my Monday. A gel. This is gel, and it has more aloe in it, so I don't need to put anything underneath. And I listed, well, I didn't list that, but I have a guide, but I put the how tos, how to use the gels, and hairsprays, foams, and when to use them, who can use them. They're in my product essential guide. And I do have a gel video on YouTube. It really is about science too. It's like, is it it's water content and what's in. I shouldn't say what's in it because all that matters too. It's more about how many. First of all, we shouldn't have emollients in gels because they're kind of battling. One's sealing in moisture and the other one is holding in the style, but they both should. That's like, to me, it's like using an all-in-one shampoo conditioner. Your holding products should not have oils and butters in them. Yeah, use your clips to keep track of your hair. So when I come back on, I'm gonna wash my clip-ins. So I had clip-ins in too, just for a little volume. So yep, these are my clip-ins. Oh, sorry, I meant what type of product. Oh, Olaplex is like a bond treatment, and I believe it was created for color to prevent like color damage when people are using bleach. But now they have found that it helps the cuticle and all that fun stuff. It's always the last little bit that I'm just like, ugh, I'm ready to be done. But I won't have to do my hair for a week. I'm gonna use this. One thing I also see that people do, they buy product after product. I mean, everyone's looking for the miracle product, but like the things I mentioned earlier, you have to check your foundation. Do you have hard water? How much time are you spending on your shampoo? All that matters first. People keep chasing stylers more so, number one. Then they chase conditioners. Conditioners only do a few things. They deep condition or they either lend protein or moisture. I maintain my wash and go. I just put my coil cozy on. And I have those on my website. And then I have a playlist too. Here's the Coil Cozy. It comes like this. It has a QR code, but this is what it looks like. And I do have a play. There's a playlist down here too on YouTube. So how I wear mine down. So I bend my head, wear it down. But I go over this on YouTube too. A lot of us we follow pineappling, but what it does, our hair lives up and out. So what pineappling does, it encourages up and out. I don't. We want to wear it down. Most of us, especially with tight curls, we want to wear it down. So we want to put the coil cozy on in the direction, or sleep with our hair scarf or whatever, in the direction that we want it to live. So we want to pull it downward. And the next day, which I'm gonna come on for a part two. The next day you want to, especially it's gonna be plastered to your head. You want to, I use the blow dryer to kind of stretch my hair out a little bit because it's plastered. And I wouldn't air dry. Now, over the summer, I did air dry my hair once, and it really did turn out. It felt like it took 2 days to cure. Oh, my hair is sensitive. My head is sensitive up here. All right, so when I come back, actually, oh, I missed a whole part. I could feel it. So I felt my way, but then I looked in the camera. You never. When did you order it? You ordered it from me? I can check too. Everything was shipped, and you would have received a UPS tracking number if you ordered it off my website. I've gotten like 2 requests on Instagram, but that's not how you order. Like, I don't know how they do that on there. I think one on Instagram was like a request to order, which was weird. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, I sent a. Did you get a not Instagram? Did you get a UPS tracking number, or did you? Where did you order? You ordered it right on coilcozy.com or lavitabarkley.com or coiled.com. They all go to the same place. Yeah, I tried to send them out from my address, and I didn't get a. I received an email for my address. Oh, then it probably was canceled. If I didn't get a response, I can look it up. I'm gonna look it up too. I received an email for my address. Oh, okay, yeah. If I sent an email request, I'm sorry. If I needed clarification on the address and I didn't get a response, I probably refunded. All right, so now I emulsify the gel. But if something's left off the address, I will, because it won't allow me to move forward. So I always do edges last. So you see how it looks frizzy right here? I like to just smooth it down just a little bit. I'm gonna turn it on a little bit more. Yeah, I'll double check, but if I didn't get a response, I just went ahead and refunded. But I'll look while I'm under the dryer. Sometimes I like a little sideburn action. So does anyone do like I don't like to say slick backs because we can't really be slicking back our hair because we'll damage our hair. And people would consider me doing this as a slick back. I'm smoothing my hair. So smoothing our hair requires something completely different. We should never brush our hair with gel. Use a comb for control. All right, so I'm gonna get under the dryer. Okay, see how I'm going through with my fingers. I'm not shingling or anything. I'm just kind of smoothing it through. One side is always tighter than the other, and I notice on many people their left side is tighter and less dense than the other. So I like the Q redo for I like the Q redo. I wouldn't use it on me, but for someone, so who's I forgot. Oh, um did Tam say? I think you said you like volume. So after, say if your hair came out like this, but you wanted volume the next day, that's when I would use the Q redo. I'm not even sure if they're even selling it anymore. I know, what's Tracy Ellis Ross's? Pattern has a steamer too. I like the Q redo. Like, or say if I have a curly wig on, I would use that for more volume. So it kind of allows um, a little mist in to give you volume without soaking, wetting your hair. All right, so I'm gonna sit under this part is like frizzy. But you guys get the idea. I usually look more often. But I was reading the comments. This'll do. Okay. So, Daphne, I'm going to check the email and I'll email you back. But I'm pretty sure it was refunded because I didn't get the email response. I usually try to give it a few days and I try to follow up too. Okay. So this is what it looks like right now. And then I'll come back for part two on how I stretch it, and I'm going to put clip-ins into because I like a little more volume right here. Okay. So I will come back. Thank you all for watching. But yeah, I'll be back in a little while because I have a client at 4 or 4:30. I can't remember. But hers is quick. Okay, so I will come back. All right, bye. I don't know how to end this. Okay, finish. Okay, bye.